Yeah, I think so. Anyway, happy weekday to you all. I'm doing something a little bit different today. It was inspired by one of my mentoring clients who I'm helping develop her gifts and stuff. So, yeah, this live might not be suitable for everyone, but that's okay. Her and I have a bit of a running joke, and we were joking about or having a bit of a laugh at the stupid stuff that people say to psychics or what they try to do to psychics. And Winnie, oh, Winnie, she's trying to do the thing, hope it doesn't fall over. But anyway, we were having a joke about all the stupid stuff that people say to psychics, or what people think they can get away from psychics. This may not suit. I think my main reason to jump on is to help those who are waking up to their gifts and abilities and stuff themselves at the moment, because this is something that you are going to run into. There's no dodging or weaving. 111 on the camera. There's no dodging or weaving these series of events that are coming up. But let's just say that you've been forewarned, and I will hopefully either laugh with you because you know what I'm talking about if you are an intuitive, or yeah, when it does happen to you, that you can remember this conversation and sort of go, oh, okay, well, I won't react to that. Oh, good morning, my beautiful Kimmy. Love you, girl. Good morning, Tegan. Good morning. So I've written down just a few, and I just want to share some real life experiences. And like I say, this live, I will pull some cards if anyone does want to stick around, because you know, can't walk out of the room without doing so. But yeah, for shits and gigs today, I wanted to sort of maybe tap on what it's like to be a psychic, people's false perceptions of psychics and intuitives. It doesn't mean you don't have to be psychic. You can be a medium. You can just be a really, really strong empath, just strong intuitive. So if you are waking up to your abilities and you do experience something like this in your future growth and expansion as an intuitive, then you'll be forearmed, forewarned, or whatever. But yeah, some of the things that people say, it's absolutely ridiculous. Oh, good morning, KMP and Michelle. Good morning. And Doggy, yes, Shin's here. Win, you're going to come on the camera? You're going to come on the camera? So I'm hoping to maybe jump on more. Yeah. Hey, Bruce. I just wanted to show some enlightenment. I've got some notes taken down, obviously. I know, darling, I know. But I wanted to come on and have a few more little group chats for everyone that's in my membership channel. On the membership side, I will be going live. Hey, Kim, can you see that? Can you see that there, Kim? Yeah, I'm probably going live maybe Thursday night in there just for the members. Just for the members to have a bit of a check-in on you guys and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, today's topic is stupid shit that people say to psychics and think that what they can get away with. And to also give a bit of a heads up for those who are developing their abilities. So yes. Yeah, it's pretty full on, eh? Look at that. Ooh. I remember Denise, I'll say it. Oh, morning, Lisette. Interesting. Oh, hello, Sheedy. I know, baby. I know, darling. You're very affectionate today. Very affectionate today. So, like, obviously I could go into it and I will probably throw some out based on the interaction that we get. But the number ones that I put down is what you're probably going to attract. Like, as you know, I have been doing this for 30 years, so I have a lot of experience when it comes to trusting my intuition, learning about it, embodying it, using my own discernment when it comes to things and stuff like that. But there's a lot of people who are stimulating their intuitive senses at the moment. They don't quite know how, and there's so much to learn. So don't try not to learn everything overnight, because it just doesn't happen. But yeah. Hey, Jay, yeah, this is Winnie. This is Winnie. This is my niece's dog. Yeah, my niece saved her. But she's very, very clingy to me today for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, no, darling, you're so beautiful. Those who watch my Insta and stuff, you'll see Winnie sometimes on the weekend mornings trying to get in my bed. So good morning, Wendy. She's absolutely gorgeous, aren't she, darling? Absolutely gorgeous. Aren't ya? Yeah, she's your Winnie. She's named after Winnipeg, where my niece went and visited and stayed for 2 years. And she was a breeding dog, so yeah. My niece rescued her. And she's been good ever since. And she's a very spiritual dog. She knows energy too, man. Hey, say hello. Don't mind my washing. She knows too. She knows energy. So, anyway. Oh, thanks, Michelle. Couldn't be asked today, I tell ya. Couldn't be asked. So much love to you too, Jay. Always catch the US in bedtimes. So, hi, Karen. So, yeah. So, I hope you enjoy it. I mean, this is just for shits and gigs. I don't want to patronize anybody. But it's still quite an entertaining little process of what people perceive psychics to be, especially the intuitives, all the intuitives. So some people are very clairvoyant, which means they have the ability to see things. They're the seers. So 9 times out of 10, a clairvoyant will see something happening. And especially, let's just say for your kids, just say you can see what's going to happen to your kids or something, and you have absolutely no control over it. And then they go and do it. And then we usually typically turn around and go, I saw that coming. I saw that. Those who are clairaudient typically will hear spirit. And for me, with my clairaudience, I can actually pick up and feel intention through vibration through my audience, or I'll receive spirits' voices through my clairaudience. Clairsentience is that feeling space. So it's being able to feel energy. And obviously we can't see energy, but as true empaths and clairsentience, we can actually feel people's intentions. So they can say all the words they want. They can sort of vocalize and verbalize and all that sort of stuff all they want, but a true empath and clairsentient will actually feel the intention behind what anyone's saying. So yes, scary, Bruce. It can be scary, especially if you are a bit of a porky teller, or you know, you try to pull a Swiftie, or you're not telling the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you lordy lordy. You know, a true empath can pick up on that. They'll sense that. A self-actualized psychic like myself, who's very experienced in this sort of stuff, we've trained and honor our energy so much that even if people are telling us porkies, even if people are stretching the truth, even if people are trying to pull the wool over our eyes, or if people just aren't being sincere or pure in their intention with what they're doing, we just don't say anything. We can really shield our energy appropriately. We may laugh along and sing along and go about our day or whatever, but we're really good at picking that up, and we make strong personal choices for ourselves as to what we do for ourselves with those energies moving forward. So you can see when someone is glowing. Check your mirror. Glowing. I'm living my dream at the moment, Bruce, to be honest. I've really come through this portal. So it's nice that you guys can kind of see that or sense that, you know? So yeah, you might as well be transparent, because that, you know, psychics will see straight through you. Good ones anyway. And if you're just starting out, this is a skill that needs to be developed. This is a beautiful ability that you do have. And it is such a blessing to have. But, you know, as you know, when it comes to living your own life, it can also be a curse. It can also be a curse, because the hardest thing that I've found in my whole journey is the fact that I see people's souls and spirits first. So I see them as the beautiful, organic, unique person that they are. Obviously, the older they are, that beautiful side of them, the authentic, transparent, vulnerable part of them gets clouded and bogged down with life experiences and traumas and all that sort of stuff. So sometimes I do probably get too involved with people because I see them at their soul's worth. Hello from Washington. Good to see ya. Aren't you from there, Bruce? Yeah, don't worry, the scammers and spammers and the thing. That's what I mean. It doesn't worry me. If it worries you guys, if I do have any mods on, you can remove them. Hello, Rebecca. So yeah, you try to put a lot of faith and trust in people, especially when you know that how they're acting or how they're behaving is coming from a hurt or traumatized place. But you've also got to learn when to save yourself in that instance as well. So, oh, thank you so much. I love my tattoos too. And I can't wait to go and get more. So it's a really tricky field. But for the purpose of today, once again, I'm just going to chuck just some stupid shit that I've heard in my time. And trust me, I've heard it all. So when people do jump on and they try to say silly things or they just try to be funny or whatever, I know what's typically a joke, and I know when it's just being a shit stirrer. It's not being seen that I am startled by, it's by who. Not sure that makes sense. See my demons, I own them. They are my disposal. Their whispers don't work anymore. But who sees this in me? What that kind of matters. Well, that's it. That's it, Bruce. My motto with everybody in life is I will always help those who want to help themselves. And if I'm choosing friendship circles or now that I'm on the dating scene or even family members, it doesn't matter who the external person, place, thing is at the end of the day. Oh, fuck, where's I going to go with that now? Yeah, if I'll help them if they want to help themselves. The dog, she's Bully cross Boston. She's a bulldog cross Boston. Hey, Sheedy, aren't she sweet? Yeah. And she's not blind in that blue eye. She's not blind. She can see perfectly well. Oh, good morning, Tracy. So yeah, that's probably another really good point, Bruce. And I think this is I think I'm picking up what you're putting down here. It's like if you're a psychic or intuitive, you're not expecting to meet someone who's high vibration all the time, that doesn't have baggage, that doesn't have, a life that they've lived or whatever. But at the end of the day, I'd always say, it takes two to tango. So, psychics aren't easy to live with. Psychics aren't easy to date. Psychics aren't easy to get along with sometimes either because of, if they're not trained, their behavioral responses to things can be very, very erratic. Very erratic. I don't know, I said hello to you, Rebecca, didn't I? So, it goes both ways, but I can only speak from my side of the fence. I have been psychic all my life. I've been very intuitive. I had to learn about my abilities and about being intuitive and stuff for my own mental health and emotional well-being. And I've been doing it for 30 years. I started out in 1992, so it's not a new thing for me. And now it's taken all this time to build the courage to sort of come on and help mentor and coach others to do the same. So, yeah. Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. And all I can recommend for anyone that's in the dating world is to know yourself the best that you can. Know yourself the best that you can, but also those aspects of self that aren't quite yet actualized or healed, or I like to say come into alignment with. Oh, fuck, why am I keep forgetting what I was going to say? Yeah, be self-actualized. And those things that you're not quite self-actualized in yet, be honest and express them. Be honest and express it, because there's that beautiful saying, those that mind don't matter, and those that mind matter or whatever. So yeah, the right people will always hold space and hold space for you and stuff like that anyway. So anyway, God love you, Nee. I'm from Australia, Jessica. I'm from Australia. Do I sound Australian? Yeah, exactly. Those that mind don't matter, and those that don't mind matter. Exactly. And I was just literally saying to a friend of mine this morning that it's really important to know that no one will ever be perfect and have all their shit sorted out and all that sort of stuff. But the number one law when it comes, the number one rule when it comes to the law of attraction is like will always attract like. So you can be as self-actualized as you think you are, but you will always meet people that will either mirror back to you what you're thinking and feeling, which is typically the case, or they will intimidate you in some way to where your soul is saying you can be that brave and that courageous and stuff like that. But people who vibrate in the 3D world will typically go into the lower vibrational sort of responses into jealousy and hatred and all that sort of stuff. So good morning, Georgie. Yeah, the old chuck up. So yeah, beautiful weather here. Anyway, let's get stuck into it, eh? I'll pull some cards for you too if you do stick around. And if you do have a question when it comes to your own abilities and stuff, feel free to ask. Feel free to ask. But yeah, some of the stupid shit that people say to psychics. All right. So the number one is, what are the winning lotto numbers? Now, I know most people say this at a jest and at a joke, and that's cool, but some people are actually quite serious. And my response is always the same. True psychics will never predict when it comes to games of chance. Never, ever, ever. Can they fluke it sometimes? And whatever, maybe. But we're actually not permitted to predict in games of chance or any type of gambling or anything like that. And let's face it, if we could get information like that, if we could get the actual lotto numbers, do you really think that we would share them with you guys? I mean, we would. We'd share it from the overflow of our abundance after we win it. Hey, Yvette. But, yeah, like we'd give that type of information out. So next time you try to say, hey, psychic lady, what's the lotto numbers? Tell me the lotto numbers. Yeah. Or the Powerball numbers. Yes. We would be rich. We would all be living in the Bahamas. We would be being fed grapes while we're being fanned, you know. Yeah. So, no, we can't do the lotto numbers. We're not actually allowed spiritually to give the numbers, even if we could. And, yeah, that's the number one stupid thing that people say to psychics. Hey, nobody, good to see ya. Oh, then thank you so much for always jumping on and saying that. I always forget to say hit the like and subscribe and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's number one thing. All right, so continuing on with my list. Another misconception that people have of psychics is that we know everything. That we absolutely know everything. And as much as we intuitively pick up on a lot, we do not know everything. It's really important to remember that we are human beings too, and we actually came onto this physical plane for our own life growth, our own expansion, our own journey, and our own process. Those who are just starting out in developing your intuitive abilities, it does get easy as you go, because when you really do truly listen and follow your own internal guidance and your own intuition, regardless of whether it ends up being wrong or right or anything like that, life does get easier for you and you do make better choices and you don't have as much adverse kind of outcomes to things. But if we knew everything, life would be very, very boring. And if we were ever to come into alignment with someone who was exactly the same as us, that would be very boring. There would be no sensory interaction whatsoever. So we do not know everything. There's probably a lot of psychics out there that think they do know everything, but that's on them, and that's how it is. But everybody has their own experiences. Everybody has their own perceptions. Everybody has their own intentions. It's a soul's journey. It's a soul's journey. So please, we do not know everything. So we do actually have to communicate with you. Communication is number one when it comes to a psychic or an intuitive. If you can't communicate, you're pretty much fucked. I'll be honest with you. Because we do not read people's minds either. We do not read your mind. Yeah. Sorry, I get channeled something. What do I write here? Yeah, so what happens typically is psychics and intuitives can come across very intimidating for people, but that only really intimidates people who do have something to hide. And if you do have something to hide, guaranteed an intuitive will know about it. But once again, if you're a true self-actualized psychic and you are working in the community and doing all that sort of stuff, you know instantly, and you make your own choices. You'll either just go quiet and move off into another direction, or you know, you'll invest as much time and energy as you like into something. So, hey, Scorpion Princess. Hey, Johnny. And as crazy as it sounds, but all the money in the world will not keep your name in history. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah. So don't withhold information from a psychic. If you, and just because I do it professionally, that doesn't mean that your mum or your sister or your current partner or your children, it doesn't mean that they're not, that if they're intuitive, you need to be transparent. You need to be transparent because their intuitive senses will pick up on something that is contrasting, that doesn't sit right, that doesn't feel right, or something like that, and they will adjust their energy accordingly. So always try to be as transparent as you can, and no, we don't know everything, because that would be really, really boring. So I used to have so many people just sit there and just stare at me, and I'd look at them and go, "What are you doing? What are you staring at me for? It's very uncomfortable." And they're going, "I just want to know if you know what I'm thinking. I want to know if you know what I'm thinking. What am I thinking right now? What number am I thinking of right now?" Now, there may be some intuitives out there that actually can do that. Can be like a telepathy kind of thing. But we do not read minds. Could you imagine if we could read the mind of every single person that we ever cross paths with? I'd probably be really, really exhausted. Could be really turned on by some if it was interesting, or very bored by other people. But at the end of the day, we do not read minds. We're not mind readers, and we're not superheroes that have transparent abilities and we can see what colour jocks you're wearing that day. You know, all that sort of jazz. It's not how we work. It can be exhausting, Rebecca. It can be. At the beginning it is. But once you get the knack of it and stuff, it's either water off a duck's back, everything goes over your head, or what I teach and mentor my clients is to put on like a spiritual numbing cream where that lower vibrational can't kind of penetrate you, you know? So, yeah. So we can't read your mind. Be very, very mindful of the intuitives and stuff when they drink or use substances. I want to share a really, really funny story. This is going back in the day now, but I used to call myself the toxic psychic because I wasn't trained really well. to get in touch, to really embody your intuitive abilities and stuff like that, you've got to quieten your mind and you've got to raise your vibration. And unless if you train yourself to do that, the only way that you can achieve that sense of lack of resistance and stuff like that is to drink, is to take substances. I used to get so overwhelmed as an empath that I used substances to dull down my abilities. So, but I used to joke because I was a toxic psychic, and you could feed, honestly, I could drink guys under the table and I could use substances like no man before me, because it just didn't have the effect on my 5D self that it does with the 3D people. Anyway, but I remember one night I was out and about, and I was like off my chops, man. Like I was like, "Hey, man, how's you doing? How's your mother and all that?" And this he's come up to me and he's trying to crack onto me, and I just kept saying, "I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I'm just here with my friends, just having a good time." And he just kept going and going and going. And then him and his group of mates come and sat sort of next to us. And this dude was persistent and all that. And I thought, well, this dude's obviously not taking no for an answer. He's not being really respectful. All that sort of stuff. And I thought, how am I going to do this as ladylike as I can? So anyway, it got to the point that I had to tap into my toxic psychic self. And he's come over and he's like sitting on the armchair and stuff like that. And I said, like, when's no mean no and all that sort of stuff. And I said, I think I said Christy at the time. Oh no, I said, who's the K name? Who's the K name? And he's like, what? And I said, yeah, who's the K name? And I said, it's Christy or Kirsty or something like that. And his whole face just changed and he went red as a beetroot, and all his friends sort of just went from being really loud to really quiet. And I said, yeah. I said, don't you think you should be at home with your partner and your young baby rather than be out here trying to pick up chicks and stuff like that? And it was like the mic had dropped, and he just like went into freeze mode, and all his friends are like, ooh, like that. So he goes, all right, well, you have a good night then. And I said, yeah, you too. So, yeah. So if you've got a partner, or if you've got friends or your children or anything who get really drunk into Dutch courage type of thing, and I don't know what to say, and you try to pull the wool over their eyes, or you try to be something other than you're not, it won't work. It won't work. So, yeah, anyway, that's another little story from the vault. Lost in a dark chamber full of cobwebs. Is that in reference to something, Johnny? Yeah. So, yeah, always be open, always be honest, and always be transparent, because true psychics will see straight through you. Another question that psychics cannot, should not, and will never answer, so please do not ask, do not especially pay to have this question answered for you, is when are you going to die? Psychics do not know when you're going to die. True psychics should never tap into that energy anyway, even if they could get it. But that's a silly question. We can't tell you when you're going to die. End of story. Another funny thing that people think is that spirits see them naked. Even if your house is haunted and you do have spirits around you and all that, they don't have our physical senses. They don't have eyesight and hearing and all that sort of stuff. They don't have that, so spirit are never going to see you naked, just so you know, unless you want them to. But yeah, if you have a false belief system that spirit can see you naked, or you're scared that spirit are going to see you naked or anything, they don't. It's energy. They'll pick up on your energy. They may pick up on the energy in the room that you're in or something like that, but they don't actually like watch you, if you know what I mean. They don't watch you. So, so a true empath and intuitive will also pick up on your intentions. So if your intentions aren't good, and that's going to make me sing that song, if you don't have good intentions, a true psychic and empath will pick up on that. They will pick up on that and they will behave accordingly. So an untrained intuitive will probably react to something, call you a liar, try to beat you up. I turned really aggressive in my early days because I wasn't trained enough and disciplined in my energy and stuff, but I knew my intuition was right and the other person was telling me something that was incorrect, and I'd get so feisty and mad and angry and resistant in that. I just wanted them to tell me the truth because I knew the truth, that I would physically lash out at people. So a classic example is when I was really, really young, my boyfriend at the time, he was hot, man. Ow, he was hot. But all the girls liked him, see? And he was a professional AFL player and yada, yada, yada. Really, really hot. So when we go out, he was honestly the most nicest, sincerest person ever. It wasn't a him thing. It was the intentions of the girls around him. And they would obviously try and go pick him up. And half of them, the little skanks, didn't even care that I was there. Didn't even care that we were just kissing at the bar, or didn't even care that we're sitting there holding hands. Like, these skanks literally didn't care. And because I knew their intention was not nice and all that sort of stuff, I actually got aggressive. And I was punching chicks out left, right and centre. It wasn't for the fact that they were physically trying to crack onto my man. It was the fact that I just didn't like their intention. Their intention was dirty. Their intention was insincere. Their intention was self-serving and all that sort of stuff. And I got aggressive at their intention, not actually what they were physically doing. So I know that sounds really complicated. And this is the intricacies of mentoring and coaching my intuitive clients. Sometimes it's not a black and white answer as to why you respond to things as an intuitive, but it's really important that those who don't have the abilities, or they're not that tuned in and tapped in, understand why an intuitive or someone sensitive would react or behave as they do. So, at the end of the day, don't lie to a psychic because they'll see straight through you. Just be honest, authentic and transparent. What's really sexy for a psychic is someone who can own up to their own shiz, and somebody that can does have an open mind, you know. I've never ever criticized someone who's on the spiritual journey. Never criticize them or try to poo-poo them or try to tell them that their thoughts and beliefs and all that is wrong. You should do that in any religion, you know. Hey Dan, it's been a while. Oh, it's Dan that was in Washington. Oh, there was another Washington person here. So yeah, you guys are getting it really hot. It's cold over here. It's a nice warm day out here. Yeah, and if you are an upcoming intuitive or psychic, you can book in for a counselling session with me. You don't have to always book in for a psychic reading. I have quite a few clients at the moment that just book in for the counselling, and I can walk you through each sort of step that you're going through in your awakening. So, yeah. Sure, Dan, come on down. Come on down. Yeah. But, so that's all I wanted to say today. There's probably heaps more that I could have said, but being a true blue psychic and intuitive isn't what everybody thinks it is. A lot of people say, God, I wish I could do what you do and all that sort of stuff. Like I say, it's a blessing and a curse. But at the end of the day, I personally don't know any different. I don't know what it's like to be normal. I don't know what it's like to... Oh, hey, Cynthia. How are you, darling? I don't know what it's like. So I could actually sit in on a live and listen to somebody who doesn't have any abilities or doesn't have any sensory things, because that would fascinate me just as much. I tend to attract a lot of people that are very, for lack of better words, 3D. You know, they're very logical, because I love like mental intelligence. I super love emotional intelligence. I super adore spiritual intelligence. I love that, but never underestimate psychics that actually do like to talk about normal everyday things. It doesn't always have to be about ghosts and goblins and all that sort of stuff. You know? Yeah, exactly, Rebecca. We don't know normal. We don't know it. And sometimes we wish we did. It'd be great. It'd be great just to, yeah. But anyway, as someone who learns and grows, you do learn when to tone it down, when to sort of tune it out. I talk to my spirit team all the time. If you have trouble with spirit connection all the time, if they're really bothering you or you're not quite trusting it or whatever, you got to develop a relationship with them. And I'll say to Spirit, I'm going out tonight and I'm going to be around a lot of people. Can you shield my energy? And can you try not to tell me, through all the conversations I'm going to have with people, can you not tell me what's going on with them? If you know what I mean. So, because that's the hard part. That's the hard part. People have a conversation with me and Spirit will instantly say, oh, tell them to go down here and do this and apply for this and do this. And they'll give me that instruction because I'm here to give people spiritual guidance. And I sit there and go, no. And I'm going, oh, okay, I'm sure you'll work it out. And all this, and they're sitting there channeling. So I asked them to stop doing that. So, yeah. Anyway, I can do that, Dan. So, yeah, that's my tidbit. Like I say, if you have a question, ask. If not, I'm happy to tune into Spirit right now and give you guys some questions, give you guys some insight. If you want to ask a specific question, please, you can. Just know that what Spirit and I give you is for your highest good. Ooh. Is for your highest good. And just remember you're on a social platform. All right, there's a bit of a delay in the comments, so you may have to keep asking if I miss ya. But this is for Dan, tapping into Dan's energy. Oh. Huh. Got a couple of things going on with you. Spirit are saying for you, Dan, to trust your emotional guidance system. I don't know whether you've got a masculine and a feminine energy, so there's no gender in energy when I'm reading them. I don't know whether you've got an emotional connection to two separate people. So just remember this is psychic, so it could be coming up. But I feel like you need the Spirit is saying there's two separate energies that may be in your life, or you may have experienced them in the past, or they're coming up in the future, and you've got to make a judgment call. There's something about something that you're emotionally attached to. Something you're emotionally attached to. I feel like one you need to release and one is to be explored. Oh, look at that. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. I got the strength in this tarot and I got the strength in this deck as well. This, my private clients know. But this is about you knowing how strong and how worthy you really are. I think you're coming out of a cycle of personal growth when it comes to regulating your emotion. And if not, that's what Spirit are asking you to do. Look at that. Judgment card come out twice. There's some significance with two choices, two options, and you having to make a judgment call. And if you're struggling making that judgment call, Spirit are saying follow your internal guidance. Follow your emotional self. Yeah, look. One you have to release, and I think one, they're telling me that you intuitively have to release. And like I say, this might not be, I've got a feeling these are people. This may not be a person that's in your current reality. You could still have a karmic tie attached to them or something like that. But it's kind of like if I release And this could also be releasing that old version of yourself. Oh, God, honestly, it's complicated in timelines at the moment. So much going on for everybody. But put it this way, if you shift your focus and tap into your strength, there's financial reward and abundance coming to you. My main thing for you, Dan, at the moment is to make a positive judgment call in your life, what it is that you actually want. Get a little bit more black and white, because there's an internal battle that's going on within you. What floats your boat? What floats your boat? Yeah, see, I think you're getting your head too much about it. Look, you have a new opportunity coming in. I think it's going to increase your abundance or some form of way, but I feel like I need to emotionally detach and release anything that you know is not for your highest good and leave it in the past. That was a mouthful. That was a mouthful. So, Dan, I hope that helped you. All right. Spirit, what's Tegan? Let's do a little bit of a game. Let's do both of these and see if the same cards come out for individuals. Spirit, can we give Tegan something that she can look forward to in the next few weeks? That's actually a really nice question, Tegan. What can I look forward to? And I've been saying this to everyone, you know, if you're really, really stuck right now, give yourself something to look forward to. I know what I'm looking forward to. Ooh. Ooh, a relationship. Tegan, I don't know what's going on in your current circumstances, but this is going to be a common trend, because I think like attracts like or whatever. Like, I don't know where you are currently in your relationship status, but it's kind of like, Tegan, can you just tell me first if you are single? Awesome, Dan. I'm glad. I just wish I could make the choices for everybody. That would be amazing. So I just got to wait. I just need to know, Tegan, because this is going to go two ways. Recently single. Well, thank you for saying that, because I feel like you've made the right decision. This has actually all happened for your highest good, because you have someone bigger, better coming in for you. The reason why I say that is because I've got the Ace of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Maybe someone didn't give you enough focus and attention, or their priorities weren't kind of congruent with you, or vice versa, because energy can be exchanged. But you've got the full package coming in with the Emperor here. Yeah, wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment coming in. A supportive connection. And I'm not, I never say to anyone, you jump out of one fry pan, you get into another. It's not what I'm saying. But if you're wondering, Tegan, the energy that you just released, they came into your life to teach you something very important about yourself, and vice versa. I can get it wrong as an energy reader, and because I'm doing it in a quick time frame here, I can get it wrong. That energy that you detach from can improve themselves, shift their energy, do their energy work, and come back in a bigger, better, bolder version of themselves as well. But for now, I believe that energy that was released was to teach you something, to help you step up in your power in some type of way. Yeah, look, if you would have stayed with that energy, I think you would have stayed in an internal chaos or a mental prison of some sort. I got a feeling, Tegan, the first thing that's going to come in for you and that you can look forward to is a shift in your work and money career. And then when that happens for you, when that unfolds for you, or at least you get your own sense of stability and security, maybe that's what this past person has taught you, your own level of codependence, or the fact that people always get codependent on you, whatever it is. If you focus on your coin, you focus on your money, your direction, your own stability and security, I've got a feeling you're going to meet someone new through the workspace. So, yeah. Hope that helped you, darlings. That's something to look forward to. In a way, I'm like a spiritual babysitter. I'll just go back up. I'll try to make my way down. I got a bit of time this morning, so. Kimmy, let's go for Kim. Ooh. Oh, the Emperor's jumped out for Kim too. The Emperor. This is you stepping up into your personal power, my love. This is you really tapping into that masculine side. A lot of people are balancing out their masculine, feminine energies within at the moment anyway. I think you've got your feminine pretty much down pat. I think you're stepping up into your masculine, darling. I really do. Yeah, look at you go. Planting and watering your own seeds. I love that, honey. Love that. You have a shift in your finances, Dal. It's going to start off small, but it's going to grow and grow and grow and grow. Spirit are telling you, darling, that it is okay to gradually start letting down your walls and your guards and stuff like that because you are heavily, heavily, heavily spiritually protected, as you know. But I see you crossing paths and lining up with some really nice, kind, trustworthy, playful, I mean, you hang around me, so. Yeah, people. Yeah, it's just time for quiet reflection, and you know it, Dale. Time to look in your own cup, mastering your own thoughts, getting out of your own head, and just, you know, like attracts like, and doing what you love and loving what you do, and everything that's in the material world outside of that will be a representation of that. So, giddy up, giddy up. All right, Rebecca, let's do the same sort of format. If you guys can, just kindly exchange the energy with me by hitting the like button or by subscribing or anything like that. It is absolutely free, as nobody come on and said. If you could do that, it does help keep us in the algorithms. And those, obviously, who do super chat or super stickers or anything else like that, as an energy exchange, you are guaranteed some insight. So it's nice to meet you too, staying off the grid. I hope you have the day you deserve. Hope you have the day you deserve. All right, Rebecca. Ooh, who's that? Who dat? Ooh, Rebecca. I hope you're telling a positive story when it comes to your love life, darling, because I think there's someone that comes in that might want to, you know. If I could encourage everybody at the moment too, especially if you're single and you're frisky and you're ready to mingle, or if you're in a connection and you want to get to know your partner a little bit more and stuff like that, go check out your love language. Go and research your love language and find out what it is. Because, Rebecca, the reason why I say that is because I feel like you've got someone coming in and their love language is gift giving. And just in the energy right now, as much as you are calling out for it and desiring it because you would be kind of a gift giver yourself, you love to give your time, your energy, gifts, thoughtful things to people and stuff like that, I've got a feeling that this energy that's stepping forward for you may meet some resistance when it comes to that. So ask yourself and be honest, am I truly open to receive? Because I think this person wants to give you more. You might want to go and check out the short that I did last night. And hang around because I got other things in place. But anyway, check out the short and get in touch with the affirmative side when it comes to your feminine and sexual energy because, you know, like I say, it's not that they want to give you gifts, they also want to wand you. They want to wand you. So, they do. Look, they'll come in like really slow. I don't know how much I can show of these cards, but they'll come in really slow and stuff like that. And maybe that's where your misperception will come in. They want to shower you with gifts and that, and you'll think they have an innuendo or a negative intention behind it. Spirit are giving you a heads up that it's not. This energy actually does want to pursue you in some type of way. But there's still some aspects of self yet that kind of, I don't feel that sexy and vibrant and passionate and desirable or chosen as I probably could. So the more chosen that you feel, the more that you feel frisky in your own energy and stuff, you're calling this energy in. Let's get the other ones. You're calling this energy in, babes. Are you welcome, Kim? I do have time. Yep. Started to drop your walls, Rebecca. Awesome. It's not even dropping your walls. It's more so about how you feel about yourself. You know? Do you feel desirable? Do you feel attractive? Do you, tap into that real feminine side of self? Because I feel like if it's a wall or a barrier or anything like that, it's more your self-worth and your self-confidence and that knowing that there is a special person out there for you and stuff, because they're there. They're there. They want to come and knock on your door and beat on your drum. Yep, thank you for confirming, Spirit. This is old, outdated thought and beliefs about this. Like I say, this energy is going to come in, and I'm telling you, their love language is gift giving. Could be gift giving or could be words of affirmation. So if someone comes in and says, I love you, Rebecca, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever met, and in your head you're thinking, God, do you need Specsavers? Like, are you all right? Something like that. That's going to deflect this. This is coming in anyway. This is coming in anyway. Honestly, this energy that wants to come, towards you is everything that you've been asking for, plus more. And the Emperor seems to be coming out for everybody at the moment. But here you are, darling, in the self-imposed prison. You got lusty thoughts, and you've got passionate desires, and you want to go on those holiday adventures with a partner, and you've got all that going on. But I have to say it, darling, there's aspects of yourself that are still in kind of lack and scarcity, or not feeling worthy of it, or not feeling that something like that could ever happen to you, that someone like that could come into your life. But it's coming. And hopefully you'll be coming. So giddy up, Rebecca. I hope that helped you, darling. All right, just let me go back up here. Oh, morning, Tina. All right, Johnny. Something for Johnny, Spirit? What's keeping you up at night? What's keeping you up at night? I think you're going through a death and rebirth, Johnny, if I'm honest. I would really, if I was in your physical shoes, Johnny, I'd really start focusing more so on the fundamentals of law of attraction, because you're manifesting something juicy in here for yourself. They're telling me the tools and the resources you need are actually coming in for you. It's just sometimes you may try to look for it. Try not to juggle too many things at this time either. They just want you to center and ground yourself. Yeah, let me get some of these ones. Look at that, Johnny. Here we go. Here's this female energy that wants to invest in you, offer you something of value, and you're sitting there with your hands on your hips going, it's not here, it's not coming, I'm not allowing it in, or where is it? Or it could be anything. Please know that karmic justice is going to go in your favor, especially if something has happened in a legal sense as well. Got the King of Swords. This is about you getting balance within yourself. So I think you are one of these energies that are going through your death and rebirth experience, learning new ways of doing things. I think that's the biggest way. But you do still have this female energy. I think the trick for you, darling Johnny. I think the trick for you is to open your mind up as to being flexible as to how it can come in. Oh, this ground's getting very hard. How it's going to come in, because it still is. Tracy, is my mum okay in her current relationship? Look, I don't read other people through other people, if that makes sense, but to soothe your mind, Spirit can give me something when it comes to your mum. But just remember, it's your mum's journey. She's got free will. She's making the choices and decisions that she feels are right or what she needs. But let's have a look into that. I probably wouldn't worry too much, Tracy, because something's going to be illuminated, and whatever's going on with your mum is actually going to... Oh. Your mum's coming out of whatever this is. I think your mum's very, very intuitive. I think your mum's very, very intuitive. Look, I don't know what's going on. I don't think there's a lot you can do, darling. I honestly don't think there's a lot that you can do to assist your mum other than just support her. I'm not sure whether someone's controlling finances or someone... Because they just keep saying to me, in your mum's circumstance, that there could be someone around who's trying to control her. So whether this is mentally control her, emotionally control her, or control her finances, or kind of say, well, you can't do that because you can't afford... I don't know. There's something going on about it. But the funny thing is that your mum is a high priestess. She's very intuitive. She knows exactly what's going on. She's not a fool. She's not dumb. She's just picking her moment. She's just picking her moment. So all you can do, Tracy, is to hold space for her. Hold space for her, and because she's not a silly lady. I don't know, there's something, she's doing something here. Yeah, because whatever it is, it's for the family. So I wouldn't worry about her, darling. I wouldn't worry about her. She'll break free when it's her time. Just hold space for her. Just hold space for her. I should ask about the girl I broke up with in high school who, because I rebuffed her, paid a bribe to wreck my SAT score. The faculty told me she and those involved got off scot-free. No, karma would have got them. Karma would have got them. And it's energies like that and thoughts and experiences like that need to be released. Because the lady that I keep seeing coming through for you, Johnny, she's meeting resistance because your vibration is still stuck in the injustice of that situation. So I know you've moved on with your life and you're old and you're grown and all that sort of stuff, but mentally and emotionally, you're still attached to that injustice. So you have to work your energy away out of that so this lady can come in. So this new lady can come in. My mum's partner is very controlling. I thought so. Yeah, your mum, mate. I got goosies. She's actually quite a witch herself, so... Hey, Karina. Hold space. Keep the vibrations as high as you can because I feel like she's going to get out or go somewhere or that energy is going to be shipped out. Your mum knows what she's doing. That's all I keep hearing. Your mum knows what she's doing. All right, Cynthia, I would like some insight from Spirit, please, and thank you, Danielle. All right, something for Cynthia. And just, if I have any members, I'll put a post up later on today, but I'm probably going to go live in the membership circle on Thursday. Remember, I don't know whether you saw the reply to my reply to your post under the other video, Cynthia, but we got the Page of Swords. The Swords is all about speaking truth, verbalizing the truth of the matter. I think you're going to start finding your voice from now on, and I think that was part of the guidance that Spirit gave you. Oh, yeah. You got a lot of sword energy here. Sword is words, and obviously you just realize that words can hurt because of what your family said and did. But there was a lesson in that. I'm not going to back off the guidance that Spirit gave you in response to your post the other day. Everything's happening at the moment for you and for everyone to discover a certain aspect of yourself. And Spirit is saying your lesson is to speak up for yourself, to start tapping into that resilience and tapping into your worth and stuff and saying, stop. What reminds me of when my sons were in primary school, not that it worked real well, I suppose, because they're so young, but, you know, if someone was coming at you, you had to put your hand up and say, stop, I don't like it. Stop, I don't like it. And they're saying that to me in symbology for you. It's about you stepping up now, Cynthia, and saying, like, you can go and block and delete, but you have to do so in respect to also releasing the emotion to it. Because what happens is a lot of people have a disruption like that. Then they block and delete and remove everybody off social media, and then they sit in their home and they stew and they get in their heads about it, and they do themselves an injustice. So if you can block and delete and just move on, that's cool too. But at the end of the day, I think for you, Cynthia, is to be able to work your energy into a way that it's not acceptable. You wouldn't accept this from anybody else. You wouldn't even expect yourself to speak like that or whatever, and you need to say, stop, I don't like it. Stop. And trust me, it's not an easy process. The first time I had to do that was with my brother, who was an active addict and had mental health concerns and all that sort of stuff. And he was always borrowing money or wanting to crash the night, or always wanting something. He wanted to make his own mistakes, but wanted everybody else to sort of pick up the slack and feather his nest. And to me, I couldn't do that anymore, because that's enabling a behavior that I don't like, that I don't appreciate. And I had to turn around one day and literally say no. I said, no, you can't stay here. No, I'm not lending you money. I did replace that, it's my brother and I love him, and what if something happens to him? I did replace that with buying him a Coles voucher. So if he wanted to go and buy himself some food or something, of sustenance, something purposeful, that's cool. But that was the hardest day. It took me about 2 weeks to reconcile with myself without feeling guilty of saying no. And then relieve myself of the worry that something could happen or whatever. But that was the day that I fully stood in my power, if you know what I mean. So I've got a feeling that's the same with you, Cynthia. Oh, coolo, Tracy. Coolios. So, yeah. Yes, true, I'm working on self. Thanks, Dee. I have been previously told he will have a magic sword. Yes, he will, Rebecca. Yes, he will. Oh, sorry, Lisette. Lisette. Are you still here, Lisette? So, yeah, I hope that helped with Cynthia. Keep your eye on that prize. If going to Arizona and that's your prize, Cynthia, you've got to make that more active in your vibration, where you're going and what you're doing, than what these other people are doing. Can I marry you? Sure. Or Mary. Can I marry you? Mary? I'll come back to you, Karina. Lisette. What's next for Lisette? I think I gave you a little something the other day anyway, so we'll see if it changes. Wish fulfillment, baby. Wish fulfillment. You've got an upcoming contract. You've got some form of stability and security that's going to make you feel so emotionally fulfilled. It's ridiculous. Spirit are saying to... I don't know whether this is a belief you have or something that you actually do, but there's still a little bit of holding back or putting walls up or putting defenses up. Yeah, it's financial. There's something coming in for you. There's a financial There's some sort of financial relief that's coming in for you, and it's going to get you out of this stuck, bound type of energy here, doll. Staying in my power for sure. It's just very hard since my best guy friend, soulmate, I believe. Oh, I can understand that. It's very difficult when you don't have anyone else to express yourself with. And thank you for being vulnerable and doing it with me on the page, darling. Yeah, sorry. My heart goes out to you, Cynthia. Honestly, it does. It really does. Lisette, you have an emotional offer also coming in. So I feel like there's going to be some type of financial shift that comes in for you. But I also see a possible relationship energy coming forward for you with an emotional offer. Once again, I think once these offers start coming in for people, and this is coming up for you too, Lisette, you're going to feel very confronted because you're actually getting what you asked for, but you've wanted it for so long, you've got to pinch yourself to know if it's true or not. But there's a wonderful, wonderful shift coming in for your family life, darling, with the Ten of Pentacles here. So there's some stability, security, and family life. I feel like your money's going to improve, and I feel like you will have the family dynamic that you've always wanted. I can feel it in your stream. I know that's what you're manifesting. But like I say, yes, financial settlement in progress. Awesome. Awesome. Coolies. Hey, Mary. Mary. You told me I had love coming in. Any time frame or anything else I need to hear from Spirit? Look, at the end of the day, really, guys, just remember that time frames, lineal time frames, they're all dependent on you. They're all dependent on you. I can, because I'm an energetic timeline reader, I can say to somebody, 3 months, based on your energy right now. But if the person I'm reading for, I'm not calling anybody out or anything, if the energy I'm reading for doesn't do anything in that 3 months, they don't do any sort of personal development, or they don't shift their energy, or they don't go out and have fun, or they don't play, or anything to raise their vibration and get themselves in alignment with their desire, that 3 months can turn into 6 months, can turn into 9 months, can turn into 12 months. So, but we'll tap into your relationship side, Mary, and we'll see what comes in. And as I say that, the Eight of Swords jumps out again. So, spirits say, keep working on yourself. You are manifesting. There's someone that's coming into your energy, and I think they could be self-employed, or they could be semi-retired. Because I just feel like they only work part-time, but not because they need the finances, just because they like to stay busy. Because they keep saying, Mary, pour into your own cup. Pour into your own cup. Are you doing the personal development work? Look, based on your energy right now, Mary, and if we can encourage you to really do that self-love, self-care work, they're telling me the month of September, that's going to be very, very significant for you. So if you're doing the energy work, based on this current energy, you've got a new beginning happening anyway towards the end of September. And that's because I think at the moment you're still sort of learning some type of lessons here. And you're making really positive judgment calls. If you're not, that's the guidance. Make some positive judgment calls. I think you're stepping into an energy of, don't stop me now. That's what they're singing to me. Don't stop me because we're having a good time, having a good time. Ten of Pentacles coming out for everybody. Oh, look, you got Judgment twice as well. So it's just about you making positive judgment calls. I look in the energy on a psychic sense that I feel is coming in for you. Got the Fool twice too. Happens all the time in these cards. I think you're just still learning what it is that's unwanted, so you can really focus on what is wanted. I think you're just learning how to marry the two together, how to balance out your masculine and feminine energies, knowing what you want, knowing now what you don't want, so you can focus more on what it is that you do want. Doing that and making positive judgment calls that are for your highest good are going to bring you in this brand new beginning here. Absolutely. And it's got to do with family life. So I don't know what you've been through. I think you've been through a lot. And Spirit say you got karmic rewards in for maintaining your strength. So I hope that helped you. Hi, Jacqueline. Hey, Huda, how are you, darling? Oh, you're welcome, Mary. Look, everybody, given the current collective energies, try not to focus on the absence of your desires. Because a lot of people are just waking up to it and they haven't quite, it's not quite, I don't know how to say it. Just because it's not in the material world yet or you're not seeing it yet doesn't mean it's not coming in. It's still coming in. I didn't really do a reading today, Huda. I just come on for shits and gigs and stuff. Oh, thank you, Jacqueline. Do you want some information? Do you want to ask a question? What was I doing? Wendy. Spirit, something for Wendy. The sun will come out tomorrow. Nudie. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow. August is going to be really significant for you, Wendy, for some particular reason. This brand new beginning. They want you to get in touch with your inner child and play a little bit more. Oh, Huda, you don't have to keep paying for a reading, darling. I think you know everything you need to know at the moment. It was in the first half hour, Joshua. Ah! Wendy, I don't know what's going on with you, darling. I just feel really, really scattered. Is that how you're feeling at the moment? Because I feel like I need to lay down some of my worries or my burdens or my guilt or my regrets or something. Spirit wants you to know, Wendy, that you have this new beginning coming in for you. I might have to get out of these cards. There's some type of stability or security that's coming in for you. I do see you signing a contract. This will come into your awareness possibly in August. September, October is going to be very significant as to what you do with this. But there's something, I don't know, I just feel like when I'm in your energy, it's very guarded. Yeah, I can't really show the imagery, but there's something going on in your energy, babes. Is there something in particular you wanted to know, doll? Oh, Karina, did I do your message? I don't know where the frig I am right now. So Wendy K, is that how you're feeling at the moment? I honestly feel stuck in your energy. I'm trying to push through it, but there's something I can't put my finger on. You'll have to go back and watch the replay, Joshua. That was all mentioned in the first 30 minutes. Oh, I love that for you, Karina. Love that. All right, Huda, let's get something for Huda. You're going to get a wand as well. You have love coming in, darling. You have love coming in. I'm not going to tell you anything that you don't already know, but thank you always so much for your super chatting and super stickering. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, here comes the king. Here comes your king, darling. Your matching pair. All I'm seeing for you, Huda, is that the more you step up into your power and get that stability and security for yourself, you're going to meet your match. You're going to meet your match. And it looks like all the ladies in the group, keep an eye out for all those affirmations that I'm sharing. At the moment, I would get yourselves prepared. I would get yourselves very prepared. Physically, mentally, emotionally, holistically. All these people who are coming into divine unions, why have I got a little bug? Stop it flying around me. I would get myself really prepared if I were you. Because seriously, I love it. Love it for you guys. Oh, pfft. Look, Johnny, wish you could afford a full reading. I don't think you need a full reading, if I'm honest. I really don't. I think if I was in your shoes and I had the financial resources and stuff, I would more focus into the personal development side of it. I really would. Because on a psychic sense, everything's lining up for you. It's just you have a bit of trickiness in lining yourself up with it. And it's hard to do that when you may live alone, or you don't socialize, or you don't sort of have a coach or a mentor or something like that. Yes, Rebecca, in for a jolly good rogering. Oh, mate, I tell ya, went to Drag Queen Bingo on Monday night. Those who follow me on Instagram would have seen it in my stories, or I think it goes on my stories on Facebook, but I don't like Facebook anymore. Anyway, it was the most funniest thing. If you ever get a chance, you've got to go. Oh, my God. I'd probably get banned if I mentioned what happened, but oh, my God, my cheeks hurt so much from laughing. It was hilarious. Yeah, but that reminded me of it for a jolly good rogering. Oh, hi, Carolina. I'll try and do it at a different time. Oh, she really is, isn't she, Huda? Yeah. They're such a gorgeous couple. And they're moving up here this week. So it's going to be really, really nice to have my boy back up again. Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I might head off. Hope that all made sense. Waffled on enough. Thank you so much. I won't mention your name. I know you weren't in here today, but I know you'll come back and watch. I hope I did this video justice for you. Basically, I have a coaching client who I mentor at the moment. She's developing her intuitive abilities, and she's starting to cop all the crap that I copped when I first started out when it comes to how people try to pull the wool over psychics' eyes and all that sort of stuff. So she said, oh, you should do a video on it. And I said, I will. She goes, no, you won't. I did. I did. So, don't tell Danielle that she won't do anything, because she will. Yeah. Yeah. I'm working through things, but probably working through things. Yeah, I don't know. I think could it be just me, darling, Wendy? Might not even be a you thing. It could be just me. Sometimes I can't, when I tap into energies, it's not always just surface level stuff. You know what I mean? So just keep doing what you're doing, darling. Hi, kitty. I'm going to be doing a live in the membership channel on Thursday. So probably more so of the evening when everybody's sort of free and available and stuff like that. But I'll gauge that with you guys. But yeah, everyone who's a member, I'll be going live in there just for us on Thursday. Oh, you're so welcome, Cynthia. You have a fabulous week too, Rebecca. Get that body ready. You might want to be feeling fit and fantastic by the time that happened. Magic sword time, chickadees. Absolutely, Johnny. Maybe for you too. Maybe for you too. I love that. Love that. That's up to you to work out, Wendy. That's up to you to work out. That's probably why I'm feeling resistance, because Spirit can say you can move and stuff, but it's not our job to tell people where or when or how or whatever. As soon as you tap into self and come up with that, then Spirit will give you a different answer. So I'm looking forward to that 18 plus. I'm on my way. I'm on my way, Huda. Things are about to get cheeky. You'll know more about it first and foremost, but if anybody can't tell how I'm shifting the dynamic of my brand through wording and imagery and posts and stuff like that, I'm just merging into this new shift, just merging in. I can see and feel people dropping off as we speak, but that's okay, because I am manifesting bigger, bolder, more enthusiastic, passionate, sensual, dynamic, go-getting people into my life. So, yeah, if anyone's offended by my posts or say, shit, she's changed or whatever, that's the point. That's the absolute point. So watch this space. I will share more in my membership group, but anybody in the external world can just watch the magic happen. Can just watch the magic happen. So, yes. Johnny, you can get all the resources you want online. There's lots of coaches and mentors online that do free podcasts, that do free videos, that do all that type of stuff that you can watch, copy, mimic, do whatever you want to. So, yeah. Oh, were you in IKEA, Denise? So yeah, I'm just doing me, and I'm just becoming the best version of me. I'm unleashing that line within that has been hidden for so long. I've touched on it a bit over the last couple of weeks because I'm on this journey. Just because I get on and I do readings and I coach and I mentor, I'm still living my life, and all that sort of stuff as well. I have needs, I have desires, I have all that sort of stuff, and I teach through the clarity of my own example. So if people are going to start getting offended, because I've had a couple of them, I don't always get them, but anyway, I'm not going to justify myself to anyone. This is more of an explanation that if you are easily offended, or you perceive the posts that I post to be all about you and that you personalize it or anything like that, that's a you thing. That's not a me thing. I'm over here living my dream. I'm living over here living my best life. I share what I feel that people need. I share what I'm doing myself, and I'm having fun doing it. So, unsubscribe, unlike, don't message me. You don't have to go there. Judge me all you like. Create secret societies where you get together and secretly bitch and bag me. Do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. I'm going places, baby. Bringing my friend Kim with me. We're getting on the little train all the way to Toot Toot. And yeah, you either join us where we are or you get off the train. So I know I can't stop anyone from messaging me or, creating shit about me that's not even true and all that sort of stuff, but not my circus, not my monkey, not my circus, not my monkey. And this is just how I'm going to encourage and nurture all of you guys to do. That's it. And we are just mirrors of each other. So, it takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of courage, and it takes a lot of personal discipline, and it takes a lot of vulnerability. It takes all those things, and I will gradually work you guys into that in the membership group. I'm still just working out what the best thing to do in there is. But, yeah, people have got to stop using their past, their current reality, what other people think of them, what everyone else is doing, what's happening on the other side of the country that has absolutely nothing to do with you, all the injustices, all this sort of stuff as your excuse as to why you can't have the life that you desire, why you can't be, do, and have it all, So watch this space. It's a gradual unfolding, like Spirit said in the last live, and yeah, let's enjoy it. Absolutely. to become unapologetically yourself and not give a rip what anybody else thinks, it's a freaking achievement. Achievement. I'm good, 1964. How are you? So yeah, but you'll get there if you're committed. If you're committed and you want it bad enough, you know, anybody can do it. If I can do it from where I was, anyone can do it. I'm definitely right with you on that one, Danielle. Yep, you'll get there too. And like I say, I'm holding all your hands along the way. You know? Yeah. All right, guys, I better go. I think my phone's going to overheat anyway. Sitting here in the sun. But have an absolutely amazing day. If you can't be good at it. And if you can't be good at it, buy a pram. Oh, no, thank you. But either which way, enjoy the posts. And, yeah, things are going to change. So come along for the ride. Oh, yeah, you're on this train, Carolina. Don't you worry about that. All that innuendo's about to make your phone explode. Probably. Enough energy into it. Anyway, guys, I love you so much. I'm really going to go. I'll see you again soon. Bye.